Bonamici, you're recognized.
Thank you very much, Chairman Klein. I want to start by thanking Ranking Member Fudge for offering this important amendment. I also want to align myself with the remarks of Ms. Davis from California. The community eligibility provision works. Across the nation, there are thousands of high-poverty schools that have benefited from community eligibility. It streamlines their meal programs, it reduces paperwork, and community eligibility also alleviates the stigma that many students feel when they receive a free meal. My state of Oregon recently eliminated reduced price meals, so students who qualify now receive free meals. It simplifies administration for schools. It saves kids the embarrassment of not having enough change to cover their meal copay. And it helps ensure that students get nutritious food, which of course is essential to their mental and physical development. The community eligibility provision works in a similar way to make sure that low-income students have access to healthy meals. And that's really what we're talking about here. Unfortunately, the bill we're considering today would make it more difficult for schools and students to benefit from this process. In Oregon, at least 152 high-poverty schools that are currently participating in community eligibility and that enroll more than 60,000 students would lose the option to streamline their meal program. The Director of Nutrition Services for the McMinnville School District in Yamhill County, Oregon, told me that increasing the identified student percentage, or ISP threshold, would translate to fewer meals for students. She explained that her district serves about 1,000 more meals a day than it did before community eligibility. She said, quote, "Community eligibility has allowed child nutrition programs to do what they were intended to do, feed hungry kids. All students learn better when they're well fed, regardless of income bracket. That's why we chose to adopt CEP district-wide." Now, my colleagues on the other side of the aisle argue, that community eligibility is a giveaway. It's not. That's incorrect. The program is calibrated to offer reimbursement that matches the actual number of students eligible for free or reduced price meals. Research shows that the identified student percentage is lower than the number of students who qualify for free or reduced price meals. For example, in a school where 40% of students are identified, there's typically about 1.5 times as many students who qualify for free or reduced price meals. So the school in this example would have 64% of its meals reimbursed, the same share of students who qualify. To borrow a line from Ranking Member Scott, if this bill is a solution, what was the problem? Community eligibility doesn't give away meals to students who don't need them. On the contrary, it relieves the burden on schools, allows them to simplify their meal programs, and reimburses schools for the approximate number of meals the research shows they'd qualify for if they were able to receive and process a complete application from every family. I support Ranking Member Fudge's amendment to maintain the community eligibility provision, simplify eligibility, get more food into the mouths of hungry children, and I ask my colleagues to do the same. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Gentlelady yields